This is the OPPO Reno2 Z. Quite a unique offering of the Reno 2 series because it looks like them, but is actually quite different. The conversations that we had on our recent trip to India, in addition to your comments, have provided so much valuable insight. We know that you want some content focused on devices that launch in that region, and I think this is a good way to start. This is actually the first phone to launch with a MediaTek Helio P90 in India, and since MediaTek was nice enough to send us one of these units and sponsor this video, I think this is a good way to start. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and let's go hands-on. I gotta admit, I'm a real fan of the OPPO Reno series, starting with the 10X that I tested in my recent trip to Japan. Thing is, it wasn't really priced for everyone, which makes sense given all the technology included. The Reno 2 Z brings along a lot of that technology, but for a far more aggressive price. Like in the case of the Reno, we're greeted with a tall box in white protective plastic, and which mentions that this phone is made in India. We peel the plastic off, take the cover off, and below it we have literature, the Reno 2 Z front and place more towards the top, and below it we have the protective case that's made of faux leather, a VOOC 3 rapid charger, a USB-A to USB-C cable, a pair of earbuds, and a SIM ejector tool. Let's get rid of the plastic, and yes, there's also a screen protector pre-installed, but you guys know that I'm not a fan. So off the bat, gotta hand it to OPPO for their design in recent years. This phone is sleek and it's also good at calling attention. It's Gorilla Glass 5 and aluminum in the finish. This color option is called Luminous Black, which features a light-emitting area with unequal edge nano texture, and also something called double mechanical texture stitching. I know, it's all complicated, but it achieves this partial glow effect that looks awesome from an angle. The front is what they call a panoramic screen at 6.53 inches and 1080p plus resolution. It's actually an AMOLED panel that's constructed from an E1 material, which they claim does a better job with low power consumption. Screen to body ratio is 91.6 and 19.5:9 aspect ratio, which is achieved by a minor chin and no notch at the top, in addition to an on-display fingerprint scanner. There are single firing speakers, by the way, and yes, this phone also has a headphone jack. Internally, we have the new MediaTek Helio P90 matched with 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage expandable, a 4000 mAh battery, fast charging through VOOC 3, and the basics like Wi-Fi AC, Bluetooth 5, dual SIM card slots that are actually not affected by the microSD slot, but for those of you asking, we don't see an IP rating. There are lots of things that make this device special, but it really begins in the price for what you get. If you do the conversion, it starts at around 380 euros, which is around $420, which for the RAM, the storage, and the screen alone, that would be enough. But the real story is really this camera system matched with the processor. See, the Helio P90 captured a lot of fame in its launch for its camera AI improvements, along with its gaming performance, and even video quality improvements while streaming. Here we have a quad camera system consisting of a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor. Then we have an 8-megapixel wide-angle sensor, and below it we have 2 extra sensors assisting. One is for portrait shots and the other is a monochrome. Usually you're lucky if you get 1 camera sensor at this price range, or at least 2, but the Reno 2 Z goes beyond and puts a lot of punch in its photography thanks to all the AI features in the Helio P90. For example, the phone detects the scene almost immediately, and then the colors are really good, and saturation is not overdone. Even if you were to photograph flowers in lower than average light, the phone does a very commendable job. Now, there are a few things that are hard to find at this price range. One is the wide-angle camera for more epic photography, which is here, and with little to no lens distortion. Another is good low-light photos. This phone has this ultra-low light mode that performs far better than I expected. And then there's the topic of video stabilization. This phone has an ultra-steady mode that works really well even in 4K. And then there's the fact that there's even a video bokeh mode, which up until a couple of months ago was exclusive to only phones that cost more than $1,000. And even if we were to talk about the portrait mode, this phone actually comes up with some very natural results, even in the current gloom that we were testing it in. At the front, what allows the panoramic display is the pop-up 16-megapixel camera that brings a neat light when it pops up, tucks in, or also when you use it for the selfie timer. And the resulting selfies were actually really good dynamic range, and there are some beauty modes. You can totally switch them off immediately. ColorOS 6.1 runs the show on top of Android 9 Pie. The aesthetics are very OPPO, but the functionality keeps mimicking stock Android more and more, now with an app tray and other benefits. I'm also impressed with the performance. The phone doesn't really bog down with navigation, games have played really well, and even battery life has been quite positive for the last couple of days that I've been testing it. Overall, I'll tell you the experience has been really good. So yes, this is the OPPO Reno2 Z. It's a beautiful phone, it's got lots of great features, and those of you looking for good bang for your buck, this is a good way to go. Not exactly sure if it's going to launch outside of India, but I do hope it does. I mean, this is definitely a phone that I'd recommend you give a try. Let us know what you think about the OPPO Reno2 Z in the comments down below, and also let us know what other phones from India you'd like for us to test. In addition, follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, follow my personal handles to see what I do with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.